Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So as promised, today I'm gonna do some eyeshadow. I am subscribed to Boxy and I got a few things in the mail, so I think I'm gonna like try and use some of those things that I got there because, you know, why not try something new? I'm gonna get into that and I'm gonna try that stuff. So let's get started. Oh, and I just want to say my first video actually went really well. I have gotten a lot of love and a lot of support, and honestly, I can't like put into words how that makes me feel. It makes me feel like really happy, like really accomplished. It made me feel really good. And I just want to say, every single one of you who liked, shared, subscribed, commented, watched anything, I appreciate it. I love you guys to the moon and back. And thank you, a huge thank you. So without further ado, we're gonna get into this. So as I did in my first video, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing for primer, the e.l.f. Poreless Putty. So if you're like prone to like acne and whatnot, like don't use primers, because primers actually like back it all up, and I didn't know that, but like my skin isn't that bad, so I'm gonna keep using primer anyway. I feel like that's the only, I can't do makeup without certain things, like for example setting it at the end. If I don't set my makeup, it doesn't feel the same. Like I don't feel like I have all that coverage, and I found it. Same one, Becca's Skin Love in that Boxy charm. I got these two brushes. They came in a little pouch, nice. And then the brushes look like this. There's a smaller one, which is this one, and then there's a larger one. Ooh, I already see hairs falling out of it. It looks like it's gonna be one of those. The card for this says, favorite looks in total luxury with our first ever BoxyCharm branded brush set. The large multi-purpose powder brush, which would be this one, is perfect for liquids, creams, powders, or mineral products. And the foundation brush has an oval base to help with precise foundation placement and seamless blending. These ultra soft brushes are handcrafted, synthetic, and cruelty-free. So I'm gonna try this for my foundation. So I like to squeeze this a little bit just to like mix it in there, and then I'm gonna spread it on my hand per usual, and I'm gonna go right in. Oh god, this brush feels weird. It feels kind of hard when I beat it in to my face, but actually it doesn't look too bad. I just don't know how I don't know. We're gonna see how this looks. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background, but that's my brother talking on his Xbox or something. Yeah, I think it's his Xbox. He's over there talking about Kanye's new album. I don't even know. I didn't even know that he was into that stuff. My hair is looking a little crazy, but that's not what you guys are here for, so disregard that. Yeah, it took me way longer than usual to do foundation with this brush, but whatever, I guess it wasn't too bad. Concealer, Tarte Shape Tape, and like sand, the usual. So I wanted to tell you guys a funny story while I did my makeup so you guys had something to listen to, but I forgot to think about one. I fell asleep, and That's what I was supposed to be doing, was like brainstorming like funny things that have happened to me. And a lot of funny things have happened to me. I have a lot of funny stories to tell you guys, but a lot of the funny stories are like probably not something I should be putting out on the internet. So I guess we'll wait a little bit, you know, like when we hit 1 million subs, then I will, you know, give you guys a surprise with a, you know, my treat is gonna be like a really good story. I have really, I'm telling you, like, my life is crazy. Anything you can think of, honestly, has probably happened to me. Oh my god, so this one time, I'm gonna tell you about this time. It was, it wasn't really, it's not really a juicy story because, nothing happened. Like, something could have happened, but nothing happened, so that's the only downside to the story, but I guess I'll tell you the story. So, last summer, I was cheated on with a girl, and you know what, I'll just tell you this story. So, I'm not gonna tell you the name of the person, or I could. No, I'm kidding. That's for another day. The person I was dating last summer, if you know, you know. If you don't know, sorry, I'm not gonna like tell you. I don't want to blast that person and make them feel even worse than they should. So the person I was dating last summer, we were living together. So like I said, if you know, you know. If you don't, sorry. So next door was a group of kids we kind of went to school with. Actually, we did, but my boyfriend at the time, he's a year older than me, so obviously we're in different classes. And the person next door, it was like a sister and a brother. They were living there by themselves. I think their grandma had been admitted to like a nursing home. So they were literally just utilizing the house to party every night. And the older sister, she's my age. Then she had a younger brother. I don't know how old he was, but he was younger than us for sure. Like, I think he even like got held back like a few times. So like, I wouldn't know how old he was, even if I did know how old he was. So yeah, that's that. He was a troublemaker though. Sorry if you're watching this, I'm not trying to roast you, I'm just saying, like, make better life choices. And so they, you know, they had like friends over, like, I'm gonna name him Joe. And the girl, I'm gonna name her Alyssa, whatever. Random names. Okay, so Joe and Alyssa. So Joe would invite his guy friends over, you know, whatever. And they would like drink and do whatever. Who knows? I don't know. I was never there. I don't know what went down, but I just know that they were like always causing ruckus, and it was so ridiculously annoying. And Alyssa, she had her girlfriends over, you know, whatever. And I always seen him walk. I would always see him walking by, and then there was this other girl, and I think I briefly heard her name once. I kind of do want to blast her, but this girl, she, I've seen her, you know, walk past the house. I know she's seen me, you know, I live there outside for whatever reason. Like, I know she knows. So that was the problem. So one night, my boyfriend goes over there and he's like hanging out with them, you know, whatever. And then, you know, I'm waiting at home. I was kind of mad because I was always mad. What happened here was, so he went over there and I was mad, but I wasn't that mad. You know, I was like waiting for him to come home, like whatever, like it is what it is. I'll just wait till he comes home. And his mom was like, all right, dude, like, if he's not here by 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock, whatever it was, I want to say it was 3. She was like, lock the doors, whatever. Like, let him sleep outside. I was like, okay, like, sounds good to me. I didn't think he was going to stay out, but he did. He never came home. I think I went to bed. Who freaking knows? I was probably crying, to be honest. Because that's what it was like with me. You know, I was always crying. Because I'm so sad. I'm like, oh my god, why doesn't he love me? Where is he? What is he doing? Why isn't he coming home? Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. I kind of told myself I was done with him, you know? Kind of like telling myself, okay, I'm done with him. Like, whatever. But I was still living there. And then I would see him. I would kind of try to avoid him at home. And I would, like, ignore him. And then at work, we worked together. He would, like, make comments. And specifically, I remember he made this one comment. And I'll tell you why this comment matters. So he was like, do you want to go out to eat at this place with me? And he knew I was mad at him. Like, he was doing it to, like, be funny, but I didn't know what was the joke behind it. And, so I find out, like, I think it was like a few days after that, my friend was over, a good friend of mine, and, I told his niece, she would be turning 9 that summer, because her birthday's in August, too. So, I was like, hey, like, go grab his phone and bring it up here, you know, I'm gonna go through it. It was locked and I couldn't get into it, but he had a Snapchat from that girl, the one I told you about, the third girl. Let's call her Jessica. So Jessica, she had a Snapchat from Jessica, and I was like, okay. So I went on my phone and I entered his username and I put forgot password, and it was like, call my phone with the code, like, to get in, and I was like, alright. And I forgot what she said, but I was like, so, like, what did we, like, what was your favorite part? And she was like, the cuddling, the cute, S-H-I-T. And I was like, oh, alright. And I was livid, you know. And then he, like, just so happened to, like, get up, and he came outside and he seen that I had his phone, and he was like really mad. And then I was really mad, like, dude, like, what the hell, like, you're cheating on me. Let me do this brow really quick and then I'll get back to it. Alright, I'm gonna do this one really quick because I gotta be really careful when I do this. Okay, I can continue back with my story. This is really horrible. So he was like basically blaming it on me, saying that he wouldn't have done that if I wouldn't have locked the door that night. Like, you didn't come home. Like, it was 3 o'clock. We gave you till 3 o'clock to come home, and you never came home. And I wasn't even mad. Like, I was upset to an extent, but I wasn't even that mad. Like, I had like movies on, like I was patiently waiting for him to come home, you know, I was ready for when he did, like I wasn't gonna like cause a scene or start anything. Like, oh, I heard yelling, I don't know if it was my kid. If I wouldn't have locked the door, like that wouldn't have happened, blah blah blah. Like, really? I was livid, I was upset, and I went upstairs and I was packing all my stuff, dude. I was done. Like, you know how I told you like a few days before that, like I told myself I was done? Well, that was the icing on the cake. I was done. I was leaving. So, you know, I started packing my stuff, and my other friend was there too. The one I was, not the one who lives there, but my other friend who was with me in the first place. Like, we were hanging out, and then we took his phone, and then we discovered all that, and then it all went down. I swear to you on everything, I shouldn't be swearing because my mom doesn't like that. And if she watches this, Mom, I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this, but I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want you to think I was stupid. Because I am. Well, not anymore. Was. Oh, he laughed in my face. He literally laughed in my face about that. Like, he literally laughed in my face. That was horrible. That was one of the worst things he's ever done to me. Like, that was so horrible. Like, how are you gonna laugh in my face, bruh? Like, I'm telling you, man, this guy was heartless. Laughing in my face. He was getting up close to my face like this, and I'm trying to pack, and I'm like crying, and I'm sad, like, bro, you know what I mean? Oh my god, he kept getting real close to me, and I just went straight up and I punched him in the face. He wouldn't stop, so I kept fighting. I was like, bro, come on, like, quick, like, get out of my face, dude. Like, I'm going through something and you think it's funny. So I just kept hitting him, and he kept laughing about it. He just thought it was funny, and then I just started going for it, and then he like held me down, and like I was about to reach over and grab this lamp that was like sitting on this desk because I was so angry and I was so upset, and I was like, dude, I'm about to smash this over his head. Like, that's how horrible I felt, that I was actually willing to hurt him that bad. You know what I mean? Like, I was reaching for it and he barely grabbed me. I was like, ooh. But my friend eventually ended up pulling us apart, but she did let me get a few punches in, so thank you for that. I guess I can name her because I'm not saying anything bad about her. Thank you, Ashley. And then I think he finally let me like grab all my stuff. I was just, dude, I'm telling you, I was just throwing stuff in garbage bags. Like, I was like, no time to like organize stuff. I just threw it all in and I took off, you know. And then I came back with my stepdad's truck, because he's got a pickup truck. And I came back for like all the bigger things, like my furniture, like my what's it called? My makeup desk and my drawers, and even offered to help me carry my stuff to my car. Like, what? Like, I was like, no, you've done enough. I think my friend ended up helping me because she stayed there with me through the whole thing mostly. And then I went home, and my mom, oh, this is the worst part. So, my mom went to Mexico last summer for the first time since she's been in the United States. And she's been in the United States since before I was born, and I'm 20 years old. So she's been here for a long time, and she finally, for the first time in a long time, went to Mexico last year for the first time. And she asked me if I wanted to go, and I did want to go, but I knew that my boyfriend wouldn't like it. I knew he wouldn't be okay with it. Like he would be like, okay, you know, whatever, like, yeah, I don't care. And then like the day of, he would start crap with me, and then like my whole, like, everything would just be ruined. Like, I would just feel like crap. Like, that's how it usually went down. Like, every time like he started something with me for whatever reason, like, it just ruined my whole mood for the whole entire day. Like, I couldn't even function correctly. Like, I just felt mentally like drained, like so drained. And I'm not liking my eyebrows, but they're actually not that bad, but I'm just gonna like clean up the top. And so I knew that it wasn't gonna work if I did go, because I knew what was gonna happen. Like, the day of, he would start crap with me, or the day before, or the week before, because he doesn't want me to go, because blah 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 blah, because I don't know, he always had an excuse for everything. There was always a reason to be mad about everything. And, you know, like, as me, I'm trying to prevent that. I don't want to be yelled at. I don't want to fight every day, obviously. Like, if I wanted to fight every day, I would give him a reason to fight every day. But I didn't want that, you know? All I wanted was for our relationship to work, for us to be happy together. That's all I've ever wanted, you know? And, so I didn't even, honestly, I didn't even bother asking. I just told my mom, I was like, nah, like, I don't want to, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't. And the day she left to Mexico is the day I moved back home. And I was like, dog, really? Like, if I would have known that it was gonna pop off like this, I could have just gone to Mexico. Like, wow, I was really mad about that. And I was even more upset because, you know, like, I was really sad and my mom wasn't there. And, like, my mom, I'm gonna say she is like my best friend, because she kind of is, you know? Like, I know, like, I can count on her for everything, and I know that she's always there for me if I need her. But like, this specific topic I didn't want to share with her because I'm stupid. Like, you know, like, I'm sure, like, if she knew that he cheated on me this one time, then it would be obvious that it's happened before, because there's been a lot of times where I, like, have come home and, like, for a few days or whatever, because we got into a fight, but I never told her what the fight was about. But it was always because, you know, he cheated on me, whatever, and I would always come home, you know, like an idiot. Or not come home, but go back to him. I did not tell her. I just kind of, like, made it up. Like, oh, whatever, blah, blah, happened. And she never asked more. She probably knew, because I know my mom knows. But she never, like, said anything. And, so, yeah, that was that. When I left, it was kind of like we promised each other in a way that we would, like, better ourselves for each other. No matter how badly he treated me, I still wanted to be with him, you know? Like, it was like, if it was basically like him breaking up with me in a way, because I didn't want to break up, you know? I didn't want to leave, but I left because I had to. Like, I couldn't stay there and, like, knowingly, like, he just did this to me, and I'm not gonna sit there and stay there. Like, I had to leave. So I did, you know? But that's what was, like, that was the worst part about it. It was like, if I was leaving on my terms because I wanted to leave, it would have been easy to leave. You know what I mean? But I wasn't. It wasn't on my terms. I had to leave. He cheated on me, so I had to go. Like, and that was heartbreaking, you know? So I was really sad about that. I was really sad about him for a long time. Like, I actually have a journal that I write all my stuff in, and I probably actually even on my phone I write in my notes too. I have like a lot of like sad stuff in there. And oh, also I forgot to mention, guys, so remember how I told you how he like asked me if I wanted to go out to eat, like mockingly? So it turns out like he took her there, and that's why he asked me that. And I told you, I knew, like he said it like for something shady, I just didn't know what, but that's what it was. He was just being an a-hole. What's new? Yeah, that was a really depressing time for me, and I honestly didn't get over it. Like, I didn't really tell a lot of people this because I didn't want to, because I'm stupid. But like a few months later, I ended up kind of like slowly like letting him back in. I'm telling you, dude, I was like so sad and depressed because I was like, oh my god, I love him so much and he just broke my heart and we were supposed to be together forever, blah 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 blah. And yeah, but let me tell you, it was never the same. I told him, I was like, yeah, I'll give you another chance, whatever. Like for like a few weeks, like he did kiss my butt a lot. Like he was like texting me good morning every day because I stayed here. I did not move back. F that, bro. He would text me every morning like, good morning, beautiful, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh my god, like finally he's doing all the things that I've always wanted him to do for me, because I'm telling you, he did not do those things. Like, he wasn't like affectionate like that. And it's funny because like in the beginning he was, when he's kissing my butt he is like, but when it comes down to it and I'm like, oh my god, like you don't give me enough affection, blah blah blah, he's like, well, I'm not like that, I'm not an affectionate person like that, blah blah blah. Like, okay, whatever. I was upset because he was like doing all these things for her, you know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't do for me. That's what I told him. I was like, that's the point. And some crappy things happened again. Like, nothing like that, but they were still horrible. Maybe that's another story for another day. But okay, so now I want to say this was like January. I remember the day clear. I even remember like the makeup I was wearing that day. Like, it was it was horrible. So one day I was at my job, and he was there too. And he was actually leaving early. I don't know why. I don't remember why. But his mom like literally was outside in the back picking him up. And he was about to walk out. His relief was there. His name was Dave. He was a really cool guy. I actually liked working with him. He's a really good worker. And so like he was like, I think he was just like telling him like, oh, like this is what's filled, this is what's not, blah blah blah, whatever. I don't know. From where I'm standing, there's 2 booths behind me, then there's booths coming up this wall, there's 5 booths coming up this wall. Straight ahead, there's gonna be like to the right, there's a counter with like the bar seats. I want to say it's not a bar, but you know what I mean. Like, there's 9 chairs, and then you will see like the register right there up above, like right by the entrance. Like there's like a little spot right here, and then to the left is the door, and right in front is like a poker machine and a jukebox, and then to the right, on my right, there's the cash register, and then like the grill and all that, like behind a wall. So like I'm standing at the end, like by these 2 booths behind me, 5 booths of room up there and by the door, and then that girl walks in, that girl Jessica, and she's there with her like ex-boyfriend. Obviously I think they were together at the time, so it wasn't her ex anymore, but that guy, like they were dating before she messed with my boyfriend. You know, they were together again. So she walked in, I seen her face, I swear my jaw dropped. I was like, oh my god. And I looked at her, and I know she knew. Like, I know she knew who I was. And then I looked at my boyfriend, and I was like, and he looked at me, and he was like, and he left. Like, he walked out and left. I was like, man, he would do this. And I texted his mom, and I was like, dude, like, it's really about to go down. Like, I'm really about to fight somebody today. Like, it's happening. And look, okay, so this is where this comes in. You know, like, if he cheated on me with a girl, and he was like, no, like, I'm single, like, I don't have a girlfriend or anything, like, blah, 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 and, like, she just went with it, because, you know, you're not gonna, like, question everybody, like, are you lying to me? Like, she, like, you know what I mean? So, like, whatever. But the thing was about this girl was she knew I existed. She knew I lived there. She seen me live there. She seen me when she would walk past the house. She knew I was there, and like everybody next door knew about me. So like, why didn't you guys tell her? Or I know she knew, you know what I mean, and she still did it. So that's that's what killed me. And oh my god, like she walked in and my boss was sitting like at the front table closest to the door, and I went up next to him. I was like, boss, that's the girl he cheated on me with. Please let me hit her just once. Like, come on. And he was like, no. He's like, be the bigger person here. He was like, you know, like, just let it go. And I was like, and the thing why I didn't do anything, I would have done something. Now, if it was like today and I knew, like, my boss likes me, so if it was today, I would have, like, definitely, like, blow her SHIT back. Like, no hesitation. And, like, I don't hold grudges, but I do with her because she knew, you know what I mean? Like, I'm never gonna let that go. And it's funny because that day, I was talking to a friend, so she was just cheated on by her boyfriend or whatever. And so I was telling her, I was like, man, like, I still hate that girl. Like, I can't, like, I want to go to her house and beat her up, you know? And she's like, dude, she's like, just chill. She's like, just wait for when you catch her. And it's funny because that day she showed up at my job. I'm gonna start eyes, so I'm gonna prime with the MAC Painterly Paint Pot with my fingers. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put it with my fingers. I do it with my fingers. And anyway, so she sat down with her boyfriend. I can still tell you what they ordered because I remember this. It was a traumatizing day for me. And she was like, I was shaking. I'm not gonna lie, I was shaking. I was shaking violently. Like, I was like, obviously, like, freaking livid. I was going through every emotion, you know, so she was like, if it's gonna be a problem, we can leave. And I was like saying through my teeth, I was like, you're fine, like, you can stay. Like, I'm not gonna, like, refuse you service because I don't like you. But I'm gonna let you sit in my restaurant because I feel like that's the best karma of it all. Like, letting you sit here in my restaurant and you seeing me and you knowing that I know. You know what I mean? So it was alright. It was kind of smooth. After she left, I just watched her leave, and that was like so depressing because I just wanted to hurt her so bad. Not like that though. I'm not promoting violence. I'm just saying, like, that girl is the reason why, like, my whole life, not even my whole life, but like my family broke up because of her, you know? Like, that was heartbreaking. Like, because of her, like, she could have been like a decent woman, or sorry, girl, because she's not a woman, she's a little immature girl. Like, and like left him alone. Like, that's all you had to do was like be a decent person and go find another man who doesn't have a girl. And yeah, but she obviously can't do that. And then, like, a lot of people, like, I think I did blast her on Facebook a few times, and a lot of people were like, oh my god, like, she did the same thing to me, like, she blah blah blah, or like, yeah, this girl's nasty, she always used to have lice when we were in school. I was like, oh my god. And so that was it. Yeah, that was a really stressful time for me. So yeah, that's my story about seeing the girl that I wanted to beat up the most at my job and having self-control. Or really, it was just the fear of getting fired. But I don't think I would have gotten fired, but I should have gone out there. So I'm going to use this palette that came in my Boxy charm. It's called Celestial Thunder by Dominique, I don't know how she pronounces it, Cosmetics. So these are the colors here. I'm gonna try to utilize this palette only. So let's get crack-a-lackin'. So I'm going to start with this color here. It's called Lunar Eclipse. This really light, not really light, but light orange. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to blend that in my crease. I put some on my brush, just tapped it off a little bit. Oh gosh, okay. Whoa, this came on kind of strong. I kind of like want to make the challenge of only using this palette, but I might have to dip into another one, but only for like a more like a skin color shade, because I just wanna like to blend out the hard lines. But actually this is kind of blending out really nicely. It's not too bad. I think mostly, I'm telling you, when I laid down that MAC Painterly paint pot, I went over it with like a really close, like just literally like a really sheer color, whatever, to like set it and whatever not. So that, I feel like that worked. So I just keep applying more and more just to make sure all the color is there. Now we're gonna do the second eye. Next, I'm going to go in with a pink color. Oh yeah, it's called Lucid Dream. I like that, this pink. I'm gonna go ahead and blend it into my crease as well. I'm gonna use this brush. It's a, oh, I'm sorry, the first brush I used was the It Cosmetics brush. It's a crease brush and there's no number on it because actually there is a number on it. I think it's 105. It's a airbrush blending crease, number 105. It's barely there, so you're welcome. And this is a Wet n Wild crease brush. They're only like $1, and I actually like this brush a lot, so it's a good deal. So let's go in with the Lucid Dream and start blending. Like honestly, like the lip for this is probably gonna suck because I'm doing crazy things on my eyes. I have no idea what I'm gonna do for lips. I didn't even think that far. So I'm gonna go in with that orangey color again on that same one brush, and I'm just gonna like make sure that it still knows that it exists, because I feel like the pink might have overpowered the orange a little bit. Okay, oh my god, my eye is twitching, okay? Oh my god, that is so freaky. Okay. A doctor told me that that's from stress. So in case y'all want to know how stressed out I am, just look at my eyelid twitch. Stop, please, please stop. Next. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do the craziest part of this thing. I'm gonna grab my, if I can find it, where did I, oh, my NYX eyeshadow base in Milk, and I'm gonna use this brush. It's a BH Cosmetics brush. It's rubbed off, but it's like, it literally looks like a paintbrush. So I'm just gonna dip into this a little bit, and I'm gonna do a halo eyes. So I'm gonna like go right down the middle here. I'm actually really nervous because I only did a halo eye once and I was like 17 and it looked horrible, so I know it doesn't look like it's like white completely, but it doesn't matter because it's just the base. And I'm gonna grab a shadow brush. Which one yet? I don't know. I want to grab one that's gonna pick up the product though, like really well. Actually, we can try this one. I got this in a Boxy charm too, so maybe we can just turn this video into a Boxy charm try it on. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that. It's Moda Pro. It's a BMX-466 shade brush, and I'm gonna dip into this blue color. It's called Mystic Ice. Ooh, okay. So when I swatch these colors, whoa. Okay. When I swatched these colors on my hand, the blue was like a little like lacking there. Like it looked like the blue wasn't gonna survive. So I was like, I don't know what to expect from this. Like, it ain't gonna work that well. But I figured maybe like on top of something. And if I packed it on, it would have good coverage. And here I am. Living the American dream. There it goes. Okay, it's looking good. Okay. Coolio. Next, Sigma eyeshadow E55 brush. I like this brush. I'm gonna go in with Storm Dust, which is this one right here. I am gonna put this like right here and right here. And then I'm gonna blend it all in. I should have baked under my eyes. Alright guys, this is what we're gonna do. I am going to, first I'm gonna dust off this excess powder. I'm gonna use, see, I have that other Jeffree Star brush off right. See, I would bake under my eyes to prevent this, but I don't like baking under my eyes because my skin is a little drier. So it would definitely like mess with my skin. So I'm gonna grab that brown color we just used, that Storm Dust. I'm gonna put this on the pink brush, the brush we used for the pink, and I'm just gonna like very like get right in that crease so that it kind of blends in there. And I'm gonna go back with that blue, and I'm gonna get right back over. Are these colors giving you those Celestial Thunder vibes? Because I don't know about that. These colors are kind of scaring me. Okay guys, so this is what I'm gonna do. So you see that blue was really dark. I'm not liking that. So I think I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go in with the same blue, and then I'm gonna pile another blue on it. I put a little more of this down the base, but the blue is, and it's kind of interesting because it almost looks like an emerald green color, like it's turquoise. It's like a beautiful color on the palette, but when I laid it down, as you can see, it looks really dark. And find a lighter blue. I have this palette and it has, okay, I'm gonna use, whoa, this is the Masquerade Mini by Juvia's. I'm gonna use this Zola color right here because it's light, and I'm gonna pop that right over this disaster. Just kidding, it's not that bad, but this was. But I think the problem is it's not me, but it's the palette. I mean, the colors are alright, but like, I don't know, they're not coming together how I predicted. So I'm gonna grab this. This is another one of those ones I got in the Boxy Charm. It's a Moda Pro. It's a BMX-430 crease. I'm gonna go back in with that one dark brown, the Storm Dust, and I'm gonna like just blend it in here. Oh, yeah, that looks cool. Okay, now for the pink. See, the thing was the pink blended in with the orange, so now it's just all salmon up there. I'm gonna grab another pink, Morphe 39S. It's all pinks and purples. I really like it. I'm gonna use this color right here. The shade name is Very Good. Okay, very good. Should we grab the same brush? No, I'm gonna grab a different brush because I don't want to mess it up for the third time. And I'm gonna grab, no, this is too small. Perfect. This is a Morphe brush. This is like a dual-ended brush. There's no name. I got this in like a thing. I think it came with a liner, this, a gel, another brush too for the gel. It's another double-ended brush for a gel liner with the gel liner. 2 brushes and then like a little trio. So I'm gonna dip into that color there and I'm gonna put it in my brush and I'm just gonna lay it up here. This was looking really sad for a moment. I almost thought that I wasn't gonna recover from this. And I'm just gonna blend those lines together, but without like going too into the pink, because I don't want it to do what it already did. That blue is looking purple after I applied pink onto it. But you know what? We are in way too deep now, so we are not gonna give up. I'm gonna go ahead and go back into this blue color and apply that right back over because it got dark up here. I'm going to do under my eyes. We'll do another BoxyCharm one. I got this one in a BoxyCharm too. It is a Hollywood and Vine Velvety Touch Smooth Kohl Liner in the shade 101 Black. And I'm probably gonna grab my little baby sponge to like hold my skin while I draw this onto my waterline. This is gonna be one long video, I'm sorry y'all. It's a It Cosmetics for Ulta. It brushes for Ulta, and the number, it's a number 221 eye smudger. I'm gonna go in with the first orange color we used before my life fell apart. This one, Lunar Eclipse. I'm gonna use that one, and I'm just gonna like, I guess like smudge my liner. That's usually what I do, is I smudge my liner. Yeah, these shadows got a lot of fallout. I'm not living for it, but whatever. Use that one plain brush again because I'm looking at this part right here and it's like really crazy. And lastly, I'm gonna add blue right to the middle. Actually, no, I'm not because I just got my brush wet. I'm just not doing it. Okay, I'll get another brush. Maybe these shadows just aren't for me. I'm using a fluffy brush, and I'm using that orange color in my beauty blender that's pre-moistened, still wet from like when I did it the first time, and just, you know, like clean it up a little bit. For inner corner highlight, I'm going to use this color here. Actually, it's looking a little better now. This Eternal Light. Oh, sorry. It looks really pretty. I'm gonna put that right under this part of my brow. Do that the same over here. You kind of can't tell it's there because of how freaking high my shadow is going up. But it's there. I'm going to use this fluffy brush that has nothing on it, and I'm just gonna like blend that line. That's cute. That's cute. Just trying to get this inner corner highlight looking snatched. Okay, now, just when you think it's over, it's not. I'm gonna use the Stila Magnificent Metals. I don't think they sell these anymore, so I really gotta like tone it down on this because I use the crap out of this. Metallic Pixie Dust. Well, I just use it like this. I have a gold one too, but I don't like it. But anyway, so this one I just dip in with my finger. And I'm gonna just apply it over the blue. And then lastly again, I said I wouldn't do this anymore, but I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna go in with that brown and I'm gonna, you know, just make sure it's all blending in how it's supposed to be. So that's that. I'm gonna do blush next because that's the move. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna try this brush, the bigger one. I'm gonna use for blush today. It's looking like a Morphe day. I'm gonna use that Morphe palette I was gonna use in my last video. It's the blush trio in the shade Pop of Coral. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna like hit this one, these two together. I do that. Okay, it's on my brush. I'm nervous. I think it did it, but I'm just gonna go in my regular brush. I look like a clown. Sorry, my brush broke. Well, the piece didn't come with it. Well, you know what I mean, like, it didn't come out of the brush container together, so I'm just gonna use it like that. There's nothing on this besides excess setting powder, you know, so, yeah, there's that. I'm going to go ahead and highlight after I stretch. Boxy Charm, they gave me a Becca highlighter. So it's not looking that bad, but, I don't know. I don't know what it is. The highlighter they sent me is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in Vanilla Quartz. The packaging is so cute. I love this one. I love how it looks like this. I thought the champagne pop one was cute because it looks like this, but like glittery. But no, this one's cute. This one tops the cake. Gonna get my usual Morphe setting, Jeffree Star JS4. I'm just gonna rub in and yep, that's one good highlighter. Lips, whatever. Okay, for lips, I'm gonna use the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in Calabasas, my favorite. And I just feel like it kind of just goes with the mood, so I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna set my face now. I feel like the lips are a little bright, but I think it looks cute. I feel like a butterfly or something. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead with this iconic London one. I don't know why. I love how it smells, and wow, I've already gone through a lot of it. Whoa, that blasted me. So this is what we did today. I guess y'all can let me know if you like it or not. I'm not too crazy for it, but like, it's not bad. After all, it's not bad. It could be worse. The light's making it look like really bright, and then I got glitter all over my crease, so yay for that. Is there any way I can, like, I don't know if I can get rid of that glitter now. It's like, it's there now, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, let me know how you guys like it. The monitor makes it look really bright, but in person it kind of looks like a little more chilled out, a little darker. It looks better in the mirror than I think it does in camera, but I'm not sure. You guys need to let me know what you guys think. I don't know if I'll be doing a halo eye ever again. It's not that bad, but I don't know, maybe a different, like, shadow. I don't know. I don't even know if it's a shadow. I might just be the shadow, to be honest, because it was really dark. The pink and the orange almost blended together like it just went together like nothing. The brown was all right, but I feel like it's kind of like, as you can tell, like right here, it's not really showing up, and I packed it on. You guys seen what it looked like when I packed it on. It kind of like covered the blue almost completely. So that's why I'm like sitting here wondering, like, how come it didn't work out? You know what I mean? And you can tell, like, it's right there in the inner corner. You can see it there. I just don't know why it, like, isn't, like, sticking in this outer side. Same, this one isn't too bad. As for the blue was really dark when it came on. It looked really light in the palette, and then when I put it on, it was horribly dark. It looked like an emerald color, so I guess at least I know that I have an emerald color eyeshadow. Blendability was alright. Actually, it was okay. Like, it blended in. Actually, they all blended pretty nicely. But, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just too much pigment. I don't know. I don't like how the orange and the pink just, like, combined together like nothing. That kind of messed it up in the get-go. And I only wanted to stick to one palette. That was the point, was to use the one palette. But then I had to use other palettes to, you know, substitute where it wasn't going right. And it's going to be one long video. So I'm gonna edit the crap out of this. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this. So let me know below if you guys like this. I don't know if I did. I'm not sure yet, so I can't review on it myself. Thanks for watching. Next video for sure. I already know, like, I have this one planned. I knew exactly what I was gonna do. I'm not gonna let this one mess up like this one did. This one was just an epic failure. But then again, it's not that bad. I'm staring at myself and it doesn't look that bad. Like, I don't know. I'm just conflicted. So I'm just gonna shut up and I'm gonna leave here. Thanks. Have a nice day. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.